What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I am very happy to announce that I am launching my new Minecraft server. So this is Minecraft server version 2.0. Some of you guys would have been around for the first Minecraft server. A lot of you guys played for many hours on that old server and had a blast on it. Unfortunately, that one ended up having to be closed down due to a whole lot of technical issues, plus the big update to 1.8 kind of screwed the whole thing over, but we've got a new server, and as you can see, I'm just in the spawn city right now. This is where you're going to spawn, is in this igloo here, and throughout this video I'm going to be explaining everything you should need to know about this server and how to get onto the server and everything, but please watch this whole video all the way through, at least the first time. It is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I want to be as concise as possible throughout this video as well. I want to cover everything you should need to know about this server before getting onto it. And first we're going to be covering a few of the important things like rules and donations and things like that. And then we'll get into the more detailed aspects like the plugins that I'm using on this server and how to use them effectively. So, number one thing is going to be the rules. I'm going to have the exact same rule as I had on the previous server. It worked out quite well, actually. The one rule is respect the servers and the people on the server. So, that one is very vague. I know it can be interpreted in a lot of ways, but it's just general. Respect the people on the server. Don't spawn kill somebody over and over and over again. Don't use mods or hacks or anything like that. That's not respecting the server or the people on it because you're cheating. It is a PvP server, so PvP is enabled. That means you can kill other players, they can kill you. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not against the server rules by any means. There's nothing wrong with that. But keep in mind, this is going to be a relatively tight-knit and small community. So if you're killing people and stealing on all their stuff constantly, prepare to have some long-term consequences, like people might gang up and want to kill you repeatedly and steal all your stuff. So just keep that in mind. It's not against the rules to kill other players, not by any means, and there's going to be some people out there where that's all they want to do, and that's totally fine. Just respect people. If you kill somebody and you steal all of their valuables, that's okay. I don't recommend it, because people are going to hate you, and everyone they know is going to hate you very likely. But I don't know, just use common sense with that, is basically what I'm saying. The rules are just respect people. Have respect for the people on the server. Have respect for the server itself. So don't go around griefing like crazy, building like crazy, ugly things that make absolutely no sense and are basically just there to make the server look bad. I don't have like a build policy per se. So like you can build whatever you want, but don't go and just ruin the entire map. Don't go around doing that, because that's something that will probably get you banned. So that's the rule. That's all I really wanted to cover with that. Just show respect for people. If you kill somebody and take something that's important to them and they're begging for you to give it back, maybe just be a nice guy, give it back. I'm not going to ban you for not doing that, because, well, as long as you killed them fair and square, you killed them fair and square. But just try to be a generally nice person on the server is how I'm going to say it here. So I'll just kind of like walk around the spawn town here, the spawn city, as I explain donations. So donations are what is going to keep this server running. Just like the last one, this is not coming out of my own pocket. I can't afford to keep a server running for you guys to play on all the time. This is going to be kept up by donations. So once the donations run out, sorry, the server is gone. I'll give you guys fair warning and everything. Like if I'm saying, hey, like we need some donations here to keep this server up, otherwise it's going down, I will definitely let you guys know if that's the case. But people were really good on the last server, and I'm hoping to see a similar sort of result with this one. I'm hoping people are going to be generous enough to even just throw like $5 towards the server. Keep in mind, I am not keeping this money that you donate. All of this money goes into a separate PayPal account. This PayPal account is paying for the server, and that's it. So it'll be paying to keep the server online, paying for upgrades in the future to the server. That goes towards the server. It's not me being greedy, taking all this money from you guys that you're donating. So this is directly going towards the server, all of the money that you guys donate. So a couple things, I've just got a little list I'm reading off here so I don't miss any of the important parts here. What do we have here? Okay, I want to be really upfront and honest with you guys right at the beginning here. The current cost for this server is $30 per month. This is what it costs. So if some of you maybe want to just say, hey, I want to donate a month's worth for the server to keep it running for a month, it's $30 is the current point. Like I said, we may upgrade in the future, but that's what it's at. So what kind of perks can you get as a donator? Well, in the other server, you could get like extra residences. I will go over the residence plugin in a little bit. You will get like extra stuff like that. In the old server, unfortunately, Minecraft changed their end user license agreement, and this is no longer allowed by servers. I'm not allowed to give any gameplay advantages to people that donate over people that don't donate, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I can kind of see where they're coming from there. They don't want things to be pay to win, essentially, which my other server I didn't think was pay to win by any means, but still, that's the rules. I'm going to stick to the rules. I can give cosmetic changes though, and unfortunately there aren't too many cosmetic changes, but for anyone that donates $5 or more, you will be an exclusive member. Just like with the old server, you will be an exclusive member. What does this get you? Unfortunately, nothing gameplay related, like I said. It gets you a couple cosmetic things. So first one, very minor, you get the hat command. So I want to put this chest on my head. There we go, the chest is on my head. You can do that with any kind of a block. I know it's a really small, silly thing, but it's something that I can add for you that still falls within the agreement. So as an exclusive member, you will have access to that. Another thing is the nickname command. So you can nick yourself. You just type in /nick, and I just want to be Ace. So my nickname is now Ace. So anytime I type in the chat, I'll just say, hi, my name is Ace. And there's another thing you'll see on the bottom left. It says exclusive in green with brackets around it. This means that I am part of the exclusive members, which is the other benefit that you get. Every time you chat, everyone on the server can see that you are somebody that has donated to the server and you're contributing, you're helping keep that server alive. This is a permanent thing. Like if you donate $5 right now, like right at the beginning of the server, you have that for the rest of the server's life. I'm not going to take that away from you. It's not a monthly donation thing. That's just how that's going to work. So you get to keep that. One thing, I also wanted to show my appreciation for the people that donated to the previous server, because I did use some of that money, because there was some money left over still in that same account that I wasn't touching for anything else. I actually used that money to start this server. This server's actually been running for about 2 months now. I've been, me and some other people have been working really hard building it, getting all the plugins ready, and getting all of this stuff set for you. And to get it started up, that was due to the money that you guys donated from the last server. So I did want to show some appreciation to you guys as well. So for you guys, you won't be able to see it with my name because I'm an admin, so my name always shows up as red. But I'll add you to the founder status. So I'll just quickly add myself here. So founder. So you'll be in the group founder. This also gets you the hat command as well as the nickname command. Or no, not the nickname command, but it does get to the hat command, not the nickname though. And your name will show up in gold in the chat. So it'll be clear, everyone can see. You don't have the exclusive thing in front of it anymore. It just shows in gold. So I just wanted to show a little bit of appreciation to those people that did donate in the previous server. So it will show that. No point in me even showing it because my name will just show up red. But you will have that little added bonus. Now, if you wanted to donate again, which would be greatly appreciated, I know a lot of you guys will like to donate again, you will have both. So you'll have the best of both worlds. Your name will still show up gold, and you will get the exclusive before that in green. And there you go. Everyone can see that you not only donated to the previous server, but you also donated to this server. Now, the big thing with donations, this is something I'm hoping will definitely encourage people to donate. I'm not allowed to give specific perks to only the people that donate, but with donations, I can do a milestone system where I add features, I can add plugins or different features for everyone on the server. There just can't be any unfair advantages. So once we reach a certain milestone, I will be adding things. So we're going to be getting into the residence plugin in a little bit, like I said, but here we go. This is going to be the first milestone. And this is the tower that's going to show you where we're at. So I'll just light up a redstone torch here so it'll show you as these lamps light up. So once $10 is donated, this lamp will light up. 20, that lamp. 30 total, that lamp. 40 total, and it goes all the way up to $100. At $100, everyone will get 1 extra residence because everyone's only going to start with 1 residence. Everyone will get 1 extra residence, which is actually a pretty big deal. So even if you donate, you will get this. You don't have to worry about that. But if you do want to keep the server running and you do want to contribute towards earning that extra residence for everyone, then donations will definitely add up all the way to the top here. Once we reach $100, everyone gets a second residence. Now these little reward things, I will like reset this every time we reach the milestone. I will reset this and we will add different things. So I might add a brand new plugin or something along those lines at the next milestone. So if you guys want that beheaded plugin where you can collect the heads of other players, I may be adding that, assuming there's no glitch surrounding that anymore, because there was like a duplication glitch with that. But if that glitch is no longer around, maybe at $130 total, I'll add that. I have the initial $100 milestone a little bit high, and that's just because I anticipate kind of an influx of donations just like right today as the server goes live, because a lot of people are going to be excited. I expect donations to dwindle off a little bit later on. So the milestones aren't always going to be $100. It's going to be more like $30 or $40 increments, maybe $50 increments in the future. But that's just one thing to keep an eye out for, and hopefully that will spur a few donations from you guys to keep this server running for as long as possible. So keep checking back for this. I will update what the next milestone is once this one's completed, and we'll get that all going. So, what's up next? I'm just checking my list here. Oh yeah, if you do want to donate, I guess I should tell you how you can donate. It's the same as the other server. There will be a link down below, and this link takes you to a website that I built, just a little WordPress website. Nothing too impressive or anything. It's just one page. And this page is like the master key for everything to do with the server. So if you have any questions about, like specific questions about plugins or things, which I am going to be describing in this video, go to that webpage. It will have links to all the details you need to know on that. And also at the very bottom is going to be the donate button. So when you donate with that donate button, it's donating via PayPal. I think you can also use credit cards to this. I could be mistaken on that, but I'm pretty sure you can use credit cards. One thing that's very important is there should be an option to leave a note to the seller when you donate. In that note, I need your Minecraft ID. You have to leave your Minecraft ID there. Otherwise, I don't know who donated. So very, very important. There were a few people in the last server that completely forgot to leave their ID, and then we had to like track down. I had to ask them like what their email address was, because it shows me your email address when you donate. And I had to go through all that process. Please just don't forget to leave your Minecraft ID in the notes to seller. I think it's notes to seller or something like that, or some sort of a note. There is a note where you can leave some sort of a note to people. So don't forget to do that. Alright, so now let's get into some of the plugins. Let's start it off with the Residence plugin. I feel like this is the most important plugin on the server. We had this on the previous server, and I'll just quickly show you how it works. So right on the bottom left, you said, now leaving exclusive city. This city is actually a residence in itself. It belongs to me, or I can make it belong to the server or whatever. But let's go create a residence. I'll show you guys how to create a residence, what it does exactly. Basically, a residence is an area of land that you can claim, and this becomes yours. You have complete control over this area of land. So by default, nobody can build on this land except you. Nobody can destroy blocks on this land except you. Also by default, PvP or player versus player combat is turned off, so no one can attack you on your land. You can't attack them either, though. It's only fair that way. So by default, it's like that, but you can always change any of these parameters once you get into the more in-depth things, which are called flags. But let's just go over how to create a residence. So if you ever wonder what the limits are, you can go /res, you just pay attention to what I'm typing down here, /res limit, or it might be limits. I think it's limits. There we go, limits. Okay, this shows you the limits that you're allowed for a residence. Maximum east-west size, these are the number of blocks east to west, is 51, north-south 51, up-down 102. So what this allows you to do with your residence is you are allowed to, we go res select. First off, you want to stand in the middle of where you want your residence to be. So I want my residence to be, this is going to be the middle of my residence where this chest is, and everywhere around here within 50 blocks, or I guess a 25 block radius, is going to be mine, and also up down within a 50 block radius. So to create the residence, we go /res or res space. We want to select our residence. Select. So we want to select that size. You want to go with the maximum size. You could go with a smaller size, but you can't go any bigger than these limits. Otherwise, people would just claim the whole world, and that wouldn't be fun for anyone. So your limit is going to be, like the biggest one that you can create is going to be 25. So it'll be 25 wide Then for some reason it goes with height. So 25 wide, 50 deep, or height, and then another 25 wide. So this will create a square residence, 25 blocks by 25 blocks in width, I guess you could say, and then 50 blocks deep. So we've selected the residence, but we haven't created it yet. So you selected it, it doesn't interfere with any other residence. That's another thing. You can't create a residence that interferes with another residence. So you have to be far enough away from it. So we want to go /res, create, and let's just call our residence Ace, but you can call it whatever you want. Ace is just easy to type. Oh, okay, well I already own more than one residence, so ignore this part. I'm doing this as an admin. Res admin, don't worry about the admin, you don't have access to that, but res create and then type in the name. So boom, you have created residence Ace. So I'm in my residence right now. It says welcome to Ace owned by Exclusive Ace, and this will display to everybody as they walk into your residence. And right there, I just left the residence. So you can see right around there, wait, where is it? Right there, I just entered the residence, I left the residence. So it comes out to this block here. That's the border of my residence on this side. If I want to come all the way over here, you'll see how far it comes this way. We'll go till we enter the residence. This one, there we go. There's our border there. And then it'll be the same width, and then height is going to be twice as deep. So I own this entire area now. I have complete control over this area. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of the details. Like I said, once you go to that webpage that's linked below, it has all the details for residence, but I just want to show you a couple really neat things that are going to be very useful that you can use with the residence commands. Big one is teleporting. So you can go res or /res TP and then just type the residence name, Ace. Boom, it just teleported me near the residence Ace. So there you go. I can be anywhere in the world and I can simply teleport to here. You can do this. You can actually teleport to anyone's residence by default. Of course, they have control over that though, so you can set it so no one's able to teleport to your residence except you or no one at all. Now, let's just quickly go over what a flag is. I'm not going to get into too much detail on the flags, but the flags are basically the different permissions that you're allowing. So by default, I already showed you, like, you can't fight people on your residence. What if you want to fight people on your residence? I'll just quickly show you how a flag works, but if you want to know what all the flags are, again, go to that link and find that out for yourself. So we want to go res set. We're trying to set a flag. Residence name is Ace, and I want PvP to be true. This means I'm turning PvP on, so people can kill me and I can kill them. Boom, flag set. So now within my residence, anyone can attack me, I can attack anyone. And you're not safe within your residence in this case. There's tons of different things that you can do with this. Alright, moving on. Sorry if you could hear my phone there. So I just got a phone call in the middle of this video. Very inconvenient, but we're going to move on to the next plugin that's installed. That's all I'm going to talk about with residence, but basically that's like a key is creating a residence where you can build and no one else can destroy, and you can control everything about that residence. So if you ever want to get back to the spawn city, there's always the /spawn command. So if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you get lost, and you just want to get back to the spawn area, boom, /spawn, that'll take you there. We're going to go over these things in a little bit. The next one I want to discuss is the sign shop. Now, I also had this plugin in the other server, but for those of you that don't know, all of these buildings here are actually shops. So this one is Yield Mining Shop, and we're going to go over this one. So right here is a sign shop. This one's an admin shop. All of the shops are going to be admin shops, at least to begin with. I may change this in the future to allow people to create their own shops, but for right now, you cannot create your own shops. You can only buy and sell within this city here where these stores are. So let's just go over how this one works here. So this one is an admin shop. It gives me one iron pickaxe on the bottom. If I want to buy one of those, it'll cost me $134. So how do you get money? Well, pretty simple here. Let's just, we're going to set it to night so that mobs spawn. Mobs do not spawn within the city, but I'll just show you one way to get money is to kill mobs. So, we'll go over here. We'll kill this zombie real quick. That zombie got wrecked. Here's $3. Now, it's not going to be $3 every time you kill a zombie. Sometimes it'll be 1, Sometimes it'd be $2, but it's down in that range. It's quite low, but I want it to be a little bit of a grind to earn money. So this is one way to earn money, is going around killing mobs. You'll earn money as you do that. So that's great. So let's fly back there. That's one way. Another way is to actually sell things to the sign shops. Now, with the previous server, I had it set up so you could sell anything that you could buy. Obviously, you'd sell it for less than you could buy it for, but I had it set up so you could do that with any of it. In this server, I want to keep it a little bit more balanced because there were a few flaws in the other one where you could make tons and tons of money very, very easily. I wanted to limit that. So, for instance, here, I'm not allowed to sell an iron pickaxe because there's only a B option or buy option. So I can only buy an iron pickaxe. I can't sell it to the server. But with iron ingots, I can sell 6 iron ingots. That's what that 6 is. I can sell 6 of them for $100. So if I want to go out mining, I get 6 iron ore, smelt them, I get 6 iron ingots from that. I can sell them to the server and get $100. Or if I want to buy them, I can buy them for $250 for 6 of them. So obviously it's going to cost more to buy than you'll get for if you sell it. Otherwise it would be unbalanced. Same thing goes for like coal, for instance here. If you get 10 coal, you can sell that for $60. Down here we have diamonds. These are the big ones. You get 1 diamond. It costs $300 to buy it, but you can also sell them for $150 each. So if you have like a fortune pickaxe and you want to go strip mine, you can actually make a decent amount of money doing that. But there's a lot of things I have restricted that you can't sell just so you can't farm a bunch of money super easily. So I've got it kind of restricted in that way. So how do you buy and sell? Pretty simple. We just got to clear some inventory space, and I also need to put myself in survival mode. So if I want to sell 10 coal, you'll see I have 64 coal in my inventory, in my hotbar. If I want to sell that, all I do is left click. Left click. I think it might be lagging a little. Oh yeah, there we go. I just did it twice because it lagged. There you go. I just sold 20 coal for $120. How do you see your balance? Simple. /BAL gives you your balance. So I've got a lot. I've got $12,000. That's because I gave myself a lot so that I could play around with all these commands and everything, make sure everything's running good. But now let's just say I want to buy 10. Well, all you have to do is right click and you'll buy it. So there you go. I just bought 10 coal from the bin shop for $120 and it just showed up in my inventory. So really simple design there. And I'm really excited to see how balanced this economy is because it wasn't too balanced in the last server. There was definitely some issues with that. But the big things you want to save for, I just thought I'd point this out real quick. Let's just put me back in creative. Yeah, everything's lagging really bad. I've got too many plugins running. It won't be running once it launches, but the books, the enchanted books. So this is the library. You can buy these books. The big books, though, are like Fortune 3. That's going to cost you $3,000, which is very expensive, but it's also a very valuable book. So just a few things you can look forward to with the sign shop. And let's move on to warps. So this is the area that I was saying I'd talk about later on. This is the spawn igloo thing. I call it an igloo, whatever. It's not really an igloo, but you'll notice all these things right here. There's a warp sign. Now you are not able to create warp signs. I have it set so only I can create warp signs. But these will warp you to different biomes around the map. So if I want to go to the Mesa, I don't have to go like wandering in some random direction hoping I find a Mesa biome. I've got a warp set for you. So all you have to do is right click on these signs. Taking a little while to load here. There we go. Bam, I'm in the Mesa. I'm in a Mesa biome, so I can build a house now over here if I want to. Although not close to this because this is a claimed residence. And this is a little beacon area. This is a teleport zone. So from here, I can warp to the desert if I want. Or I can warp to ice. Or I can warp back to spawn. I can do whatever I want. So if you ever see one of these beacons while you're just wandering around the world, it's one of these points where you can warp to different places. So from here, let's go to the savannah. There's a nice little biome here that I have. Oh, it's lagging like crazy. Yeah, because it has to load all these chunks now. But let's just go back to spawn. From each one of these, you can go back. I'm not going to spoil them all for you because that's for you to explore. So let's just go back to the spawn. I think I'm falling. I basically have the server set up now, so it's not upgraded yet. I'm going to upgrade it right before launch, so don't worry about that. Okay, boom, we're back in spawn, I think. Yes, we are. Okay, so that's warps. You guys can't create warps, but you can use the warp signs. So that's useful. This thing is lagging out like crazy. I think something might be going on with the server. I've got some plugin taking over right now. Which, actually, that kind of reminds me. Moving on to the next plugin, this is the Dynmap plugin, or Dynamic Map plugin. So with this, you can actually see the world map. So you can see what is built where, you can see where you are on the map. Well, you can't really see where you are because I have players hidden, because I think that would be a little unfair to be able to go to this map and see exactly where players are in real time. But you can at least see what the map looks like, and you can see each one of those beacons and where they are and everything like that, because I have them marked as little towers there. So if you want to access this map, again, just click the link below. There will be a link to that map there. So you just click on that link there. It'll bring up a world map. Now, right now, the whole map isn't rendered. There's going to be a few dark areas that aren't rendered yet. These are simply areas I've never even explored. So feel free to explore that. They will update over time. I'll set them to update like late at night when nobody's on the server or not many people's on, because it will cause lag when I update that map. But it will load that whole map there. You will notice, though, when you look at the map, it is kind of a square area, and there's actually a red border around it. This is actually a world border, so you can't go beyond this border. It won't let you. And I know it kind of sucks that there is a world border. You can't just explore forever, but I think that's one of the reasons the other server failed. A lot of those technical issues started when people started exploring really, really far away from spawn, and I don't want that to happen again. So I did set a world border, but you'll also notice there's at least one of each type of biomes within this world border, and it's actually quite a large world still. So there's still a ton of exploring to do. It would take you forever to explore the entire world border area, but I just want you to know there is a world border and you can't go beyond that. One more plugin that I totally forgot to mention while I was actually recording the rest of this that was in the other server is Drop Protect. So this one is the one that allows you to keep certain items when you die, and that just makes it a whole lot better, especially in a PvP server, so they can't steal everything you own. They will still take everything in your regular inventory. The only thing that you keep on death is all of the armor that you're wearing. You'll always keep the armor that you're wearing when you die. And you'll also keep any items that are in your hotbar. So that's the 9 items that you can see while you're just running around normally. Like you don't have to bring your inventory up to see. You will keep all of those 9 items. So if you're strip mining for diamonds or something, make sure you keep those diamonds in that hotbar, because if somebody comes around and kills you, they can take all those diamonds from you if they're just in your regular inventory. So I just didn't want to forget that one little plug in there as well. So that's pretty much it. I am going to leave the IP address that is going to be on that webpage, just like everything else. One last thing I want to show you, just a fun little thing for you guys when you first join the server, or something you can work towards just as you play, is there are tons of Easter eggs within this city. Outside the city, no, I don't think there's any Easter eggs, maybe like 1 or 2, but there's tons of little Easter eggs. Like some things are like hidden chests and things where it's really difficult to find them. You might have to use some like redstone and stuff to find. And other things are more obvious, like this big parkour course created by It's Beaver, who's been helping me with some of this, as well as Chompy Gator, Matt from the previous server. His name is like Exodus now, and anyone else I may have missed, I'm sorry. I know there's a couple other people that helped. Gamer Central helped me. I think his name's Hockey Pucks in Minecraft. I don't know. But for this one, for instance, it's quite a difficult parkour course. There are chests hidden all around here, and I'll just show you what's in this chest. So with this one, you get some awesome boots, and you get some bottles of enchanting just as a little bonus too. But these boots are completely unbreakable. They will never break down on you, and they'll last forever as long as you don't lose them. It's an awesome reward. They're not like extremely powerful. They're not overpowered because they don't give you like protection and all that. They just give you the simple feather falling, so you can jump from here and survive after wearing those. Or you should be able to anyways. Don't take my word for that. But I actually have a full set of chainmail armor, not iron armor, chainmail armor spread out in chests all around this entire city. There's some that are hidden in places, some that you have to do some parkour to get to, but there's a full set. All of it's unbreakable, and each one has an awesome little enchantment on it. And the nice thing about this is it's not going to be a race against other people like it was in the last server. Each one of these chests can be opened once by each player, and the inventory is specific to that player. So I can go up here, I can complete the parkour, and I can get those boots once, and only once. But if somebody's right behind me and they want to get those boots as well, they also get those boots, but it only works for them once. So I think that's going to be a nice fair balance thing. It's not just like first come first serve. So even if you're joining the server a little bit later, like a few days or even weeks or months down the road, you can still get to these chests and you can get this loot from these chests because it's specific to you only. So I think that's a pretty cool mechanic. I'm pretty excited for that. Search around the city a bunch. There's some that you might be able to even see from the ground, and you just have to find out. You got to be creative. How do I get up there to get that? Well, and others might be kind of hidden in some dark corners or something along those lines. So just keep an eye out for those chests. Search hard, and you should be able to find all of them, or at least most of them. Some of them are going to be kind of troll chests. Not going to tell you which ones, but you might reach a chest and it might just be like, ah, crap, that wasn't anything in that chest. But it's all part of the fun. So that's the server. I think that's everything I wanted to cover in today's video. Again, the one rule: respect the server, respect the people on the server, and things will be just all right. And also, if you wouldn't mind, if you would like to keep this server running, don't forget to donate. And when you do donate, don't forget to leave me your Minecraft ID. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and I can't wait to see you guys on the server.